One of the mistakes that I see public speakers, facilitators, workshop trainers, I see them make this mistake over and over and over, and this is putting their hand or their hands in their pocket when they're speaking, when they're facilitating, when they're in front of their audience. Now today I want to share with you how does this affect your credibility, your confidence, pretty much your personality when you're in front of your audience. Okay, a little concept about me, or a little bit about me. My name is Erasmo. I have facilitated over 400 training rooms for a Fortune 500 company. That's what I do, and I really, really love doing that. I have done some public speaking, which, by the way, the first time I stepped on stage, the experience was amazing, but the delivery was horrible. Okay, it was so bad that I even forgot part of my speech. That's how bad it was. All right. I'm passionate about public speaking. I'm passionate about communication. And that's why I love doing these videos and showing people what I know, or sharing what I know. Okay. Now, today is about putting your hands in your pocket. And let me share with you how this affects you when you're in front of your audience, because I see this over and over and over. Okay. So, putting your hands in your pocket. Why is it so hard to keep our hands out of our pocket? Well, because it feels uncomfortable. It feels very, very uncomfortable to just have your hands flying around, and it feels uncomfortable because you don't know what to do with your hands. Okay, that's why we do these type of things where we're just like put our hands in our pocket, put them behind our behind our body. All these crazy things that we do with our hands because we don't know what to do with them. All right, so let me share with you, what does this do to your presentation. All right, so the first thing we're going to talk about is nonverbal communication. When you put your hands on your pocket, it pretty much holds you from nonverbal communication. It's a nonverbal communication act. And we all know that body language, it speaks louder than words. That's just the reality. It speaks louder than words. So when you have your hands in your pocket, your body language is it's not too good. Okay, it's a few things that can happen there. You can come, your audience can perceive you as not being a confident presenter, not being a confident public speaker, not being a confident facilitator. Okay, you lose credibility, right? So one, it's a nonverbal communication. It limits your body language because now you look like a robot. Okay, your hands are inside your pocket. You look like a robot, and it's just not a good view. I love sitting in the audience. I love sitting in the back, just watching, observing communicators, public speakers, and how they move. And really, when they put their hands in their pocket, you look all stiff, and it just doesn't look right. So it limits your body language when you put your hands or your hand in your pocket. All right, that's one. It limits your nonverbal communication. Now, it kills your credibility. Why? Because when you put your hands in your pocket, the public or the audience can perceive you as being a non-confident person and non-trusting person. Imagine if you're giving a presentation for sales. Imagine if you're selling your services. Imagine you being the person that's going to hire this service or this product. Is going to purchase this product, and the salesperson is in front of you, and they're speaking to you how this product or this service is going to make your company great and all this stuff, and they got their hands in their pocket, and they kind of look like a robot, and their voice is not really that confident, or it's just monotone. and their body language is not good. Are you going to hire this person? Absolutely not. Absolutely not, because the trust is not there. Okay? People work with people that they trust. People like people they trust. So if you have your hands in your pocket, you're giving a presentation about your services or your product, and it just doesn't look right. The trust is not there, and it's very unlikely that they're gonna hire you. They're gonna purchase your service. They're gonna pretty much move forward with you. So keep your hands out of your pocket. All right. That's the trust. It kills trust. It kills your credibility, and that's super important because, again, when you're in front of your audience, if you don't have any credibility, if they don't trust you, you're gonna lose your audience, and you're just gonna be speaking to yourself pretty much. All right, another thing, it kills your confidence. Okay, and it kills your confidence as a presenter. Now, remember I told you when I stepped on stage for the first time, my confidence was slow. I was super nervous. Okay? And that's what happens when you lose confidence in yourself. You start getting nervous. You start mumbling. You start pausing a lot. You start forgetting stuff. I remember I told you I forgot like part of my speech. I totally forgot about it because I was so nervous. My confidence was gone. So again, this act of putting your hands in your pocket, one, you come across to your audience as unconfident, as an unconfident presenter, and you start losing confidence in yourself when you start seeing that you're losing your audience. It creates these bad emotions of you start sweating, you start getting red in the face, you start stuttering, right? So putting your hands in your pocket, this is how important it is to catch this. Okay, so don't do it because it kills your confidence. It creates bad emotions, and it's just not good for your presentation. All right, another thing that I want to share with you is I want you to look at this picture. You see how this guy's face. You see how he has his hands in his pockets and he just looks, I don't know, it's just something about this picture that just the guy looks unconfident, untrusty. So I just want you to see this picture and see how unconfident he looks. First of all, he has a bad body language because look at his face, right? Now, when it comes to your face, I'll do another video on this, but just to bring it up because this picture here, look at his face. It looks like he doesn't want to be there. It looks like he's bored. It looks like he's like, yeah, whatever. Just ask me a question or whatever. I'm ready to go home. But you see the hand in the pocket. It just makes you look silly, in my opinion. I don't know what you think. I would love to hear your opinion in the comments. Okay, but just I want you to see this. Now, look at this other picture. You see how she's not using that hand, but it's not in her pocket. It's outside. It's spread out, right? The hand is spread out. That's good body language because it's spread out. She's not hiding anything. You can see her hand. So that's great body language. It creates trust. Here's another example. She has a microphone that's attached to her ear, to her face. So her two hands are free. But this guy here, one hand is holding the microphone, the other hand is holding the clicker, right? What I have seen in the classrooms is a lot of times you have one hand on the clicker and one hand is free. And that's the hand that usually goes inside your pocket. Because, like I said, it's super, super uncomfortable. This guy has both hands occupied. So that makes it a little bit easier because you're actually using your hands, using both hands. Like I said, the only reason we put our hands in our pocket is because we don't know what to do with our hands. So here's another picture. Look at this guy. See, he one hand is holding the microphone, the other hand is free, but it's not inside the pocket. He's actually using that hand to illustrate or to make a point. He's using that hand properly, right? So here's another one, and this one is the most difficult thing to do. This is the most difficult posture to master, because one hand is holding the microphone, is occupied, is correct, it's fine. You have no problem with that. But the other hand is just sitting there straight. He's not using it. He's not waving it around. It's just sitting there straight, just hanging. And that makes you, or it can make you super, super uncomfortable. But if you can master this pose, you're going to be great. Because look how confident he looks. You see? So these are a few things that I want to share with you. Now, for the love of God, don't do this. Don't put your hands in your hip, okay? I'll create a video on this, specifically on this, because I see it sometimes, and it just looks silly. If you're smiling, you just look silly. If you're not smiling, you can come across as arrogant, which I've seen it too. So please don't forget about this pose. This if somebody's teaching you this, I'm sorry, but this is just back in the 80s, back in the 60s, back in the 70s, where they used to show this Superman pose and you come across confident. That doesn't work nowadays. That's outdated. So don't do this, please. Okay? I'd rather you put your hands in your pocket than do this pose. So don't do this. Let's just delete this. Let's just get it out of our mind, and don't put your hands in your hip. Okay. Remember, when you're meeting someone, you're trying to create credibility and trust. So if you're not smiling and you have your hands in your hip, you're going to come across as arrogant. And believe me, the connection and the communication is gone. But we'll talk about it in another video. All right. So again, putting your hands in your pocket will make you lose credibility, will make you lose confidence in yourself, will make you lose confidence with the audience. So try to control your hand, put it on the side, and that will be something that you can work on this week or this month, and tell me if it helps. All right. So before we go, I got a little gift for you. All right. So I created a 5-day educational email course that teaches you the 5 mistakes, or the 5 biggest mistakes that public speakers make, presenters make, communicators make. So if you want to grab this and read it and learn, then go to the description and I'll leave the link there, and let me know how it helps you, because I enjoy doing all this stuff. Like I said, I have facilitated over 400 rooms, and I just absolutely love teaching. All right. Again, please, I'm going to ask a favor of you. Like this video if it helps you, and subscribe to the channel, because I like doing these videos. My goal this year is to grow this channel, and I want to go a little bit different from other channels where they just speak directly to the camera. I like doing these illustrations because I think we need a visual. I think we need something that we can see, and at the same time I can teach you, I can train you, I can share with you what I've learned. Okay, so please subscribe to the channel, share it with somebody, like this video, and let me know in the comments if this is useful and how it helps you. All right, so have a great day. God bless you, and I'll see you on the next video. All right, bye bye.